I am back, swinging my wee-wee like a pendulum and raw dogging your ear canals with some more comic juice flavor. And today is all about rock and roll, lack of control, and butthole, because Huey and Starlight have a very intimate moment after Starlight's terrible experience with the Seven, but little did this bold bastard know she was nerf blasting blood all over the gaff in the boys comic series. So in this point of the story, Starlight is hating herself right now, because she's in church talking to Jesus and insulting this man like a kid on the playground, because she did suckle on the wieners of the Seven, and she understood that that was wrong and she's not blaming anyone for it, but everything after that, she feels like it's all because of God, and she finds that more sadistic than your mother turning off your Xbox right in front of you, because she doesn't feel like she's in a superhero team. She just feels like this team is some corporate wishy-washy Illuminati Oscar party where they only do things for fame and not humanity. So in other words, because she realized that everything she loved was a lie, she now believes that God is a lie as well, and practically stops believing in Jesus and runs off. I would also like to mention that both Annie and Huey already met and know each other during this time, so when Huey was just strolling down the park like an old lady and saw Annie on a park bench, she bolts over and gives him a suffocating hug, and begs him to just be nice to her for the time being, because she is just more broken than Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 1, and she just rambles like a talking parrot about all her troubles in her life, especially with the Seven, because everyone hates her, and she thought that if she was just nice, God would reward her with more goodness, but when it came to bad things, like, I don't know, slurping up pipes, she thought that that would be a test or something, which is silly. Now look, I'm not religious, but I understand the idea of God testing you, but if he was testing you, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be testing you by sucking on sausages. But moving on, Huey tries to comfort Annie, and clearly she's feeling the comfort, so he asks her if he would like to commit more sins and go for a little drink, and she took up Huey on that offer. So that's what they did. So a few hours went by, Frenchie clobbered some fools, and these two lovebirds were sipping on some liver toxin, and as they were talking more and more, Annie started to develop some affection for Huey. But what's funny is that she is also drunk, and Huey was kind of shocked because this is not only her first time getting drunk, but her first time drinking. So he feels bad, and he ends the date by putting her in a cab, sending her home, and just hating himself for getting her drunk. And rightfully so, because the next day, they were sitting on the same park bench, and Annie was crying that she got drunk, and Huey tried to reassure her that it was all okay, it's her first time, and she doesn't have to do it again if she doesn't want to. And Annie respected that. And after a little more talking, they decided to go back to Huey's Batcave, show off his little goblin, and offer Annie for her to stay here for the night. And she accepted that offer, but clearly both of them wanted more than a little sleepover. And even though Annie didn't have the experience, Huey was here to provide it. And provide he did, because Annie was moaning like she was singing opera, with Huey working his way down to Hades' gates and letting Annie belt out a mega tune. Anyways, it was the next morning, and Butcher was knocking on Huey's door, so he got up, answered the door, and Butcher was kind of surprised. And he was so surprised, he chuckled a little bit and tried to tell him that there was a taxi waiting for him with the team, so get ready. But while Huey was getting ready, he saw in the mirror that he had cranberry juice all over his mouth, all thanks to Annie forgetting about her schedule. But yeah, that's it. Bye.